The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you on this Wednesday morning? It's the 26th day of July, just after 4 o'clock in the morning, a ridiculous hour of the morning. Boy, some of you had some really impressive rainfall totals yesterday. Alexander City, 2 1/3 inches, flooding over in Russell County, more than an inch in places like Wetumpka and Greenville. Well, today the trend will be for storms to thin out in number as the temperature goes back up for a couple of days. I'm already looking ahead to the weekend, a frontal system which will enter the state of Alabama and may make it all the way through. That almost never happens in this part of the world in the summertime. And something new in the tropics, the National Hurricane Center is tracking in the tropical Atlantic. I'm glad you're here this morning on this Wednesday morning. I've been up for a couple of hours, and this is your weather briefing.
Lo and behold, on the radar early this morning, no showers in our area, and that's a change from the last few days. A few scattered showers along the southeast Atlantic coast, and that's where that little disturbance, which has been keeping us wet for the last couple of days, has migrated to, and it's moving on eastward out of here. So in the upper atmosphere, that heat ridge is rebuilding. That means fewer storms, and that means hotter temperatures. And as we look at future radar, it's communicating the idea that there will be fewer storms today. It may be a little underdone, but the idea is the storms will be few and far between, I think, for the most part today. I've got a 30% chance in. That may be a little high. We'll see. Partly sunny today with a high temperature, low to mid-90s. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little above 93. Tonight's low 75. And northwest winds at about 4 to 8 miles per hour. Tomorrow is a hot day. We're in the middle 90s at least. Triple-digit heat indices, widely scattered storms around, perhaps the hottest day of the week. Friday's hot, too. And there's that frontal system coming into the Tennessee Valley Friday evening at 7 p.m. That'll be a big player in the Saturday forecast, with the front slowing down around Cullman, Birmingham, 7 a.m. Saturday morning. Showers and thunderstorms along and ahead of the front means decent coverage. I've got 50% chance in, and I think that's reasonable. Then NSEP continues to show the front all the way down to the Gulf Coast on Sunday morning. Well, that almost never happens here in July, but it's a rarity. And GFS shows the showers and storms most likely out into the Gulf of Mexico on Sunday. I've got a small chance in Sunday because I've been around the block and I know how this works. Then low pressure develops along the front south of the Mobile Bay Monday, so scattered showers return to our forecast. I've got 30% chance in on Monday, and I think that's reasonable. All right, so let's summarize for you. Mid-90s tomorrow, easy, and mid-90s on Friday as well. I've got 30% chance in both days. Then I take it up to 50% for the front Saturday, and then down Sunday and back up on Monday with more scattered showers and storms. Beach forecast for the beaches from Gulf Shores to Panama City. Highs in the upper 80s to around 90, well, generally upper 80s. Rain chances inflated to 50% by Saturday and Sunday with the front moving down there, and the water temperature has gone back a couple of degrees at 83 now, south of Orange Beach. The National Hurricane Center is watching a brand new area of interest off the African coast, south of the Cape Verde Islands. 20% chance of development over the next 5 days. The rest of the Atlantic, the Caribbean, and the Gulf of Mexico are quiet right now, but we're going to get into the active weeks and months here coming up pretty soon, so stand by. European out 10 days, showing the hottest day is Friday, according to the European. It shows widely scattered storms for a couple of days, then the showers spiking on Saturday with the front. Few and far between back behind the front, and then more showers and storms out around day 9 and 10. This is the this is the GFS, and it shows the hottest temperatures in the middle 90s today and tomorrow. That's reasonable, I guess. It goes down a few degrees with the front and behind the front, including knocking the daytime highs down to about 70 with the front going by. We are 26 days away from the Great American Eclipse, the total eclipse for some parts of the country, 90% total here in this part of the world. Here in the Montgomery area, it would begin around noon, 12:03, and then last till about 3 p.m. with the maximum at about 1:30 in the afternoon, and 90% coverage. It's going to be pretty cool. We'll keep you up to date and tell you more about the great solar eclipse soon. Hey, I hope you have our weather app on your phone already. It has hourly forecast, 10-day forecast. It's great in the summertime because you have radar, future radar, and stay on top of the heat index and all that stuff, too. Get it on your phone today. It's free in the App Store. Just search Rich Thomas Weather.
I'll tell you more about the Great American Eclipse as we get closer. By the way, there will be another one, which will be a total eclipse right over us in the year 2045. Not quite 30 years from now. I'm not sure I'll be around for that one. But I do know that I'll be around on the radio this morning live on News Talk 93.1 from 6 to 9 a.m. with Greg J., Emily, and Bailey the Wonder Dog, who's looking at something across the street. What do you see there, Bailey? Have a good day today. There'll be another video for you tomorrow morning at 4:45. Stay hydrated. It's going to be a July sizzler, okay? I'll see you later on.
Rich Thomas weather.